If there's any familiars here, I appreciate you coming back. I'm going to try out Stranded Deep. I really love Subnautica, and I know I got to go back and finish my second run-through of that. I'm not ditching it. But this game came out before it and was a predecessor to it and was also played by Jacksepticeye. And it's the free game of the month, right? And we all got to try awesome new stuff. I like crafting and surviving. I got into it. I really liked it. Decided I am going to stream kind of a how-to. It's kind of got that really hard, but with a few instructions could be really fun kind of vibe. So if you try to get into it, this should help. If you want to be in the same world that I am, so it serves as an absolute instructional, you just go to your world editor, click a random world, and it'll ask you to put in the seed number. If you look at the bottom, my seed number, that 386-40165, this will ensure that you get at least the same starter island and layout of all the other islands. However, 4 of your islands are going to get overwritten, and they're boss islands, and their position's going to be random every time. Turns out one of mine's actually kind of close to mine in my loadout now, but I'm going to start a new game. It's going to wipe my world. I'm 3 days in. It's whatever. I'm going to do things better and try to offer some tips for you guys too. Here we go. I am going to keep it on normal as opposed to hard. There is no easy. I guess if I die enough times it might offer it, but hopefully it doesn't happen. I'm going to go for the male character, use the existing world, meaning the seed that I've got set. Permanent. No thank you. Wildlife can be default. Passive, where the sharkies and the biteys won't be angry. They'll just be there to look at, I guess. And then removed. I'm just going to do default, of course. I want the real experience. If it wants to bite me, I want to be scared of it. That's kind of the point, right? So, oh god, I do have hydrophobia, though, and this game's actually going to trigger probably a little more than Subnautica. Alright, well, either way. Alright, so based off context clues, I'm somewhat important. I'm on a private jet by myself. I've got a pilot up at the front, and doesn't seem like I have any signs of someone disturbing me. Except some turbulence. Oh shit! Everything! My martini cart! No! I know, right? Oh god, the angle. We're no, god, no. Just don't hit me in the head. Whack! What do you mean whack?
That sounds like water.
Reach the surface. Oh shit, okay. Nope, we're in the plane. We gotta get out of the plane. We gotta go down. We gotta go down again.
Breathe, go down.
The hole.
Yep.
Yep.
I saw it big and wide right there at the mall of the mouth.
No time to check on the captain, sir. I'm sorry.
Every man for himself.
Holy shit.
Did you get the Southwest Airlines? Oh crap, did I say it? Did you get the Southeast Airline? I said Southeast, by the way.
Alright. So the plane's fucked. We're fucked. We are cast away. Yeah, see, this is more familiar. I tested a couple other islands to see if there was something else I wanted to do, or if this was the island I wanted to use, and turns out I really like this one. Hello, fishy. You weren't a shark. Alright, first thing you're going to want to do, grab your paddle. It's going to tell you that as a tutorial too, so you know. I hate paddling this freaking raft, but make sure you're looking at the raft, hold square, and now you're operating. Now you really only got to get it close enough over here to these rocks on this seed, so if you're following the same one, you know, it's going to be pretty easy life for you. If you're using a different seed and you're spawned somewhere else, I really have no tips for you for this raft other than just try not to lose your mind, because I kind of lost my mind. It spawned me on one where I was really close to some rocks immediately, and then the thing just kind of wants to spin in a circle. I don't like it. Nobody likes it. Alright. You can put your handy-dandy paddle back on your raft, since you can only use that paddle to paddle this raft. Turns out I couldn't really use it to make myself move around on the little wooden thing I made later. Oh, don't get stuck on me. Alright. Drag this bad boy in on land, because you don't want it floating away. There is ocean current, and wind is a thing, so if you just kind of leave it like gently sitting here, you might turn around for 2 seconds, and then you will not even have a raft anymore, which that would kind of suck. They're really bad. Alright, welcome to what we're going to call Home Sweet Home. Oh yeah, I'm going to put you on this hill. That's what I do. Oh shit. Kind of a good marking point of my beach here. I use this as my good little storage ditch, and I live over there. First thing I want you to do is collect 2 rocks, 2 sticks. We're going to take advantage of our time and go ahead and grab a little more than that. We're going to grab as many rocks and sticks as you can kind of just see here on the beach.
Grab the crab.
Oh, that crab's got it coming. But we can't attack the crab until we have a weapon, because he fights back with his little grabby hands. So yeah, don't just walk up on a crab and be like, oh, you're cute. He'll start biting at your ankles, and you'll feel silly. Ooh, cloth. Go ahead and grab cloth. Another reason I really like this island is there's a chance to get a good number of it. I'm going to leave the metal scrap sitting there for now. I don't have a reason to gather it, pick it up yet. Got the 2 sticks and 2 rocks that it wants me to do stuff with. And that's fine, but I'll look around to see if there's some more easy rocks. There we go.
What about those fronds you just saw?
I can't grab them quite yet, but that's why I wanted an extra rock. Because I'm not going to do what it tells me to do right now. It wants me to open up my crafting menu, which is you do with the L1. And it wants me to make... Oh, inventory screen, just in general. Alright, well I'm making a tool. Use your other one. Oh. I guess that would be the problem. I opened the crafting menu and not the inventory. So, inventory is that trigger. I'm sorry, I've got a horrible itch in my throat. I am so sorry. Alright. So, hit L1. Don't hold it. If you hold it, it's going to go just tap it and it opens up your inventory. And then R1 is that crafting menu where I went ahead, and this is where it wants me to make a refined knife. That's a whole lot of steps past having this wooden tool. First, it makes you make that wooden tool. You should go ahead and use it for a little bit, to be honest. It's got a durability, and since it's 100%, go ahead and collect these young palm trees. Very important. Those fibrous leaves, probably the most important resource in the game, to be honest. And we can now have our first boss battle. Alright. This will be food there.
Much boss battle. Much battle.
The boss music, didn't you hear it? Oh, I guess. So we're going to collect more rocks. Go ahead and just, I don't know. Ignore that first teaching objective. There's a lot of this tutorial we can do at night, since one of this very second step is making a campfire. So just do the run around, grabby thing. Rocks and sticks, yo. Oh yeah, she's not wrong. While I know I'm good at this point, something that is the key aspect of this game is pressing triangle. Brings up your other arm. This is your health, food, water, and your SPF. Now your SPF levels go down. You can slowly start getting a sunburn. And you saw in the top corner of my watch it says UV high. That means I'm out in the sun. I'm getting freaking blistered right now. You can't do that forever. I'm pretty sure this aloe plant's going to be the cure to that later, but I haven't fucked with it yet because I don't want to cut it up and not be able to get another. And I don't know yet. So right now, sticks and rocks. Alright, now that you've done a good loop of the island. Nope, just grabbing some sticks and rocks for now.
Sticks and rocks. Rocks and sticks.
Yeah, because you need a couple base things out the gate, and it's going to ask for a few of them. Right, now those young aloe plants, like I said, this right here, boom. Worry not, after like a day or two in-game, some more can grow on the island if you've cut them. So if you see them, it's best to go ahead and wacka and get that fibrous leaf. And in that same sense, if you see these, the yucca plant, whacking it until it sheds its leaves gives you a lot of those fibrous leaves. And this will also regrow leaves. So you want to go ahead and capitalize on this early so you can, get more sooner. What you don't want to do is keep whacking and chop the tree down. Because if you chop the tree down, I'm pretty sure you'll be fucked. I haven't tested the theory, but I know leaving it there is how you get more. I hate the ones that are like in grass like this. It makes it very hard to see where they are, but just kind of spam around, find them. There is another advanced tactic to make sure you find them all. But I'm gonna save that for a second because I don't really... Alright. moving along. We've got some fiber sleeves, got some sticks. I'm not gonna leave you either. Now I bet if we check the durability on this little thing, it's probably not even gonna be that low, to be honest. Gotta take it out of your hand first. It's still 81. But whatever. We didn't have to use the knife to run around and collect that little bit. So now we'll go ahead and follow through with the tutorial. One day I'll learn to speak. Open the crafting menu and highlight the refined knife recipe. There it is. Use the pin to mark it. So you can't actually craft it or like pin it to like put the resources you need up at the top. And I don't ever really do that. I kind of just remember it. Playing Subnautica, put that aspect in my head. I'm like, I need a what? And then that just like stays in your brain. But if you don't have that, you can pin it and they'll pop up on your screen and it's like your new quest objective. And to make that, all I gotta do is actually just, I think, go find it. It's right here. Those lashings. That's what you make out of the fiber sleeves. The fiber sleeves are, like I said, everything in this game. So, craft the knife. I can now do that with what I have. Ew. Alright. Oh yeah, so. Open the watch. It's now teaching you how to use your watch thing. I'm gonna get out of the sun. I'm actually baking out here, just standing around talking about shit. So find some shade. You'll know when you're no longer getting your ass blistered when you come around in that, up in the top right corner. It doesn't say hi anymore. It goes down to none. Alright, there we go. So now we know we're actually cooling in the shade and we're good. And here, now we can talk. So, checking out this again. Up at the top is your actual general health. Your, HP points. If you get bit by a shark, that's the meter that's gonna suffer. You gotta maintain your food, water. We all know that by this point. SPF is UVs. Health only comes back. I mean, you're not gonna find med kits. You'll find bandages, but it's not for fixing your health. That's to stop bleeding. The health only regenerates when you're healthy, when you're in good conditions. So when your food, your water, your SPF, and not suffering from bullshit. That is considered healthy, and then you'll get health back. So you actually have to maintain your character. Don't just run around, get crafty, safety, swimming around, bitter up, and because you're like, oh, I've got a little health left, I'll be fine. Getting yourself back to healthy to regen that might take a minute. Then you have your actual skills, like hunting, cooking, crafting, your physical strength, and things like that. Status effects, healthy. Only when you see this are you going to get any hearts back. Skadoosh. Alright, and that's your watch. Easily skipped over. I still don't know how to turn the light on myself. Apparently there's a watch light. I don't know how to do that. Alright. It would be really useful though, because this place gets dark as fuck soon. Alright, so... Huh?
Your triggers. What, press and go?
Yeah, I've tried everything, I feel like. I don't know. So, don't know how to turn on the little pocket watch light. There's my beach. Right, that's why I set the thing up on that hill, so when I actually come around, I go like, that's where I live. Okay, now it wants us to skin those crabs. Or at least the one that we have. So open up that inventory again. It takes the longest time to remember that just tapping L1 is how you do this shit, I'm not gonna lie. Put it in your hand, hold circle, drop it on the ground, or honestly, you can just drop it from the menu. So, say I had just been like... come here, crab. Boss fights go. So had it just been in my inventory, you can just hold it from here and drop it as well. So you don't have to put it in your hand and then drop it, thankfully. Just little interface things that make this go quickly. So crabs, other small fish, other things, they'll give you what's called small meat. So now this is when the game just expects you to have full fucking experience with the crafting menu, even though they didn't even tell you how to use the crafting menu, they just told you how to open it. So once you open it with that right trigger, you can tab through the basic things within crafting with your L2, R2. I mean, it's on screen, but there's a lot of different menus here. And then up top with your R1, L1s, there's different subsections entirely. Building, vehicles, farming, lots of stuff that comes with leveling up, and you level up just by doing basic things in the game. It took me a long time to realize because it was telling me to do something, craft something, and I was like, it's not even in my menu. If it was, it's just over here, campfire, so, because they never told me to press my fucking trigger buttons, they just put them on my screen when I kind of play drunk and shit. It just didn't happen, so.
He was playing real good.
Yeah, it asks you to pick the game up really quickly before you're just like on the beach dying of dehydration,
This seems
diarrhea,
like a
and
nice spot to be putting your shelter.
I like it too. It's a good little beach. Like
Have
this,
your waist on one side of the island and your beach on the other.
it makes me wonder. Do I just want to inhabit this side?
Yes.
This side's so much prettier.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what? We're doing that. This is gonna be.
Plus, if you go in there, you have a chance of getting shade for part of the day because of
You know
how the
what?
sun's
Yeah, we're using this side this
Or
time.
better
She's
yet,
right.
if you want to go right there in between the two trees where the fire is, you're almost constantly going to be getting shade, so you might want to make your house turn around right about there.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Okay, yeah, we've got a game plan for how we're doing this. Because where it's telling you to plant this campfire, you might. This is when you're kind of deciding when you want this, what and where you want the center of your shit to be. I guess we'll leave Rafty here. Rafty can just live there. I'm not going to use this as a storage pit anymore.
You're basically going to be on the center of the island, so you might as well use that.
For the same function.
Yeah, you've got a beautiful little, like, alcove there that you can put stuff in.
Yeah, I like placing items on sand. You can see so much better all the crap you place on sand. So this is about to become, like, storage right here. Like this is storage now.
You can still use the other side of the
And
island.
this is living.
I was going to say, if you're still wanting to use that pit that you were using, you're in between everything, so the pit's right on the other side of that hill.
Yeah, I don't want to have to go over that to get to items. There's so much back and forth crafting.
Though if you're making your stuff right there in between everything.
There's too much back and forth crafting. Running all the way around this is just too much. No, that's too much. Right next to my camp is fine. I'm going to mini islands. So, campfire. I need sticks. Shit, it's getting dark. Alright, basic sticks you can get from cutting down skinny trees. And you can also get them from the larger trees. So honestly, I'm going to cut up one of the taller palm trees. Let's see here. I'll go ahead and grab some coconuts because we're going to need those soon. But for this whole cutting something down part, makes me also want to just go ahead and make an axe. Because, again, they don't tell you to do this at any point to make your life easier. It's just in here. Oh, I need a better crafting level, so... Can't do that quite yet. We're cutting down our first tree by hand, by knife, whatever.
How do you level up your crafting?
By crafting, just basically anything. So just following the tutorial will help you get the first level up. And then there's a few things you have to like procedurally craft a few times. Like you'll have to make yourself new tools as you go, so it's always going up. Yes, that's a very key part of the tutorial, dude. It's, yeah, absolutely. Alright, so first, campfire, center of camp, one house there, so campfire will be about here. This makes me happy. Get some upgrades too, so let's consider putting it like this. Maybe here, more so, because it becomes shaped pretty cool. Alright, boom. Now we gotta craft some kindling. This part is actually pretty much just following the tutorial that the game gives you, thankfully. But there's an order which doing this really helps after. See what I mean by getting dark? Really freaking quick. So we made the kindling. Kindling is an unlimited resource. Once you have made one, you're not going to have to remake it at any point. Holy crap, maybe that's why I don't pick this side of the island. It's so dark. Holy shit, I can't see dick. There's the campfire. You might want to get this step done a little sooner than later. Alternate between your triggers, use the kindling. Booga booga. You made fire. There are things to help consolidate some of this inventory in your pockets, but being attacked by one of my keys. Alright, so we now have that crab meat from earlier as well. Put that on here. no, I extinguished the fire. Okay, so you can only put one meat on at a time. My bad. I went to try to put another one on, and the command became extinguish. So I can only do one meat on here at a time. For now, we'll get it upgraded. Now, drop and clean that coconut with a refined knife. Here. Nice spot to drop it. Make sure it doesn't roll into the fire. Refined knife. Becomes a drinkable coconut. And then that drinkable coconut can be eaten as well. Now, here's some rules of thumb about this, though. Never drink or eat more than 2 coconut, swigs or coconut pieces at a time. Wait at least 10 to 15 in-game minutes, which is only about 10 to 15 in-game or in-life seconds. Otherwise, you're going to dehydrate or give yourself problems. So, we have the drinkable coconut. Drink it. You're now holding an empty coconut. So you can drop this holdable coconut, and then you'll be able to switch back to the other one, or you can switch to it naturally. Oh wait, I'm not even holding 2. Well, I'm only holding the one anyway. But after you drink out of it, you're just standing there holding the empty one. You'll have to switch to the next one. Oh, didn't mean to pick it up. Now, you can't, it's not telling me to do this, but you can also whack a coconut. And I didn't do this for like so long playing this game, and then eventually Laura was like, "Can you eat the coconuts?" And I'm like, "You know what? I bet I can. Why haven't I tried?" So yeah, you can absolutely eat the coconut pieces. Just again, don't do it in more than one at a time. I'm going to grab my phone because I'm a pro YouTuber here, and I want to be able to read that comment. And I really should have paused before I walked away too, just because this game works on hydration and hunger. So oh, what's up, brother? Good to have you. Yeah, this it's a hard one for sure. So we've got meat cooking. And it takes a good second for it, but you'll get a little ding when it's done. So we've got some cooked meat. We'll go ahead and eat that up too, to follow our coconut pieces. We'll get that other piece of meat going too. Boom. Alright. 4 palm fronds and then make a shelter. So to do that, we're going to be using some of the fibrous leaves as well to make the thatching stuff. And I'm gonna go, ooh, those bats, holy shit. Yeah, the bats, they get attracted by the campfire. Alright, so we need to cut down an actual palm tree now. And did crafting go up enough for me to get? Nope. That's fine. We're gonna cut down this palm tree with a knife. We'll be making an axe soon. Make this a little easier on ourselves. Yeah, it's got a lot of bugs and a lot of errors. The console edition took a beating for a minute, but thankfully they have addressed a lot of it. It seems. Cut the palm tree down. If we just need the palms for now, we'll just grab that. And we can kind of drag the tree for now. L2 to grab things, by the way. That's how you grab the raft. That's how you drag things around. We'll just leave that there for now. Go over to structures. Oh, no, wrong trigger. The shelter. 4 pond fronds, 3 sticks, 1 thatch. Ooh, on me. Alright, so we're gonna drop this. I'm also going to drop 4 of my rocks just in this little dip here where they're not going to super roll away. Boom. Get to chopping this up. Oh, you can just hold the trigger. You don't need to be spamming it like me. Alright, now we got 5 pond fronds. I need to cut this trunk off. It does suck to be doing all this with the knife at first, not gonna lie. Alright, that one's cut off, sweet. I actually kind of want it back on the ground. This game is very technical. Oh my Jesus. Stood straight up next to me. Thought that was supposed to get fixed. Need to turn this into sticks. Alright. Got sticks. Yeah, we got plenty of sticks now. Now we need to make that thatching. Lashing. That's what it's called. Boom, and the craftsman went up. So now we can make an axe. I probably should have just made the lashing I needed first. So keep that in mind for when you do it. Don't be a retard. Like me. But hey, now we can make that shelter. And like I said, I kind of want my shelter to be tucked up over here. Nice and comfy. Boom. Place to live. Oh yeah. And I also noticed in that crafting menu we can go ahead and upgrade our campfire to a fire pit. Oh, maybe not with the food cooking on. Oh no, we can. Sweet. Don't make the fire spit. It's kind of a trap. Actually, kind of just wait until you're crafting level 2 so you can make a smoker. Fire spit's a trap. Just makes you able to cook 2 things instead of 1, which in the end isn't the greatest upgrade. Alright, so we're good on food, but we need some water. So the next step and the most important thing we need at camp to make is going to be this, which is crafting level 2 as well. So we're going to have to get crafting on some other stuff first to get to there. So we'll make that crude axe. So I need 2 tools and more lashing. So we'll go ahead and get the lashing and 2 tools. We need another stone. Good thing we have one of those. I want to go ahead and teach you something else now too, something I just learned. If something's on the ground in front of you, you don't need to pick it up to use it for crafting. If you hold your crafting menu, you have quick craft, and it'll show you the things that you're actually able to craft based off what's in front of you. So, stone tool is craftable because there goes a stone in front of me. This can come useful when you have bigger recipes or you need like 4 of these, 5 of those, whatever, and you just make a big pile of them. And then you just hold the crafting menu while looking at it. So your inventory doesn't have to be bogged down with all the shit you're trying to use for crafting. So I can go ahead and actually, in that principle, drop this. Ooh. And technically drop this. These. Like, it's all just crafting stuff. I am going to keep the cloth in my pocket though. So, alright, we can now make that crude axe. Boom. So now we've got an axe, which is great. Make spear. Oh yeah. And what else? Let's see. What else do we want? Don't want to do the fire spit, just because doing so like I said, it's gonna mess up what we got going on there. I'm gonna make another lashing. Ooh, I need more of the fibrous leaves. I'm gonna see if there's any more of the baby palms or yuccas I can see. Actually, we made this shelter, so we may as well use it real quick, honestly. Let our character get some sleep, save. So now that you made a shelter, this is the only way to save and sleep in the game. So go ahead and I would suggest saving prior to sleeping. Just because, yeah, after you sleep, if it's like shit weather or some horrible thing going on, you're going to be like, actually, I'd rather have not slept and just woken up to this. Boom. So we saved. It's a beautiful morning. The fire burnt out because I didn't extinguish it, and I should have. So there's the consequences of not putting your fire out before you go to bed. Now it's all burned up, but that's fine. I kind of did it on purpose because it's part of the tutorial. Now, we need water. And while the game's still early on and we don't have that water filtration thing going for us, it is essential to go ahead and probably just grab some coconuts. Do 10 rule though. Drink 2 of them, wait 10 game minutes before you try to drink another, because you're going to get cucked. Now, if you can't reach one, you can probably jump to it, or you can hold X to climb. And unlike the PC version, you can let go of X, it's not going to make you fall. You can grab these coconuts too, and scamper on down. Don't jump off. You can take damage and or even break your leg, and breaking your leg would be like the worst thing in the world if you don't have the resources to splint it. So, yeah, don't do that. The coconut process. Got 2. Beat them up. Pick up 2. Drink them. Drop it. Drink. Drop it. Beat up 1 because you don't want to eat too much of this shit, because again you will hate yourself. Okay, so if you drink 2 coconuts for water, you look at this watch, you'll get 2 increments of water back, and you might be like, oh, I need more water. If you drink 3 coconuts in a row, you'll actually get an effect on your body that gives you dehydration because you drank too much coconut milk, and it'll dehydrate you so fast it's terrible. So the 2-10 rule is drink 2 coconuts, then wait 10 in-game minutes. And if you see that counter tipping up at the top left of my watch, 10 in-game minutes is literally 10 seconds. So just don't gorge on coconuts, either eating or drinking wise, and you'll be fine. It's just to kind of have you, like, not be able to live off that shit. Alright, so, sorry, I was just kind of walking around while I was talking about that. Let's check our shade levels. We're good on SPF. We still need more water. We're going to build that, but to craft that, I need my crafting level to be higher. So to do that, I wanted to make the tool belt to raise my crafting level. Which for that I need the thashing, so now I need to find one of the yucca plants, which is right here. Actually, I think it's better if I use the knife to cut the things off. So now that it sheds all of its stuff, just grab them. Don't beat it up too much. I think they each drop 5 or 6. Alright. So now in your crafting, you can go over to tools and you can make the tool belt. If you've picked up 1 piece of cloth. I'm not going to make the upgraded tool belt because cloth is very important. There's going to be other supplies for it on this starter island, so I'm only using this first piece that I have now. It's going to level up my craftsman, doing so just even making the thashing. So we're good now to move on. We don't necessarily have to make the tool belt to upgrade it. Just making thashing over time will upgrade it. But I'm going to make this tool belt for one thing. If you now hold your inventory, this is your tool belt. And now I select an item, but the one I want is actually in my hand. So I need to empty hand, hold down the the menu, pulls up my quick belt. I'm going to put my refined knife in this top slot. Which is hard to do on a controller. The contortion there was weird. Alright. But now, my refined knife isn't taking up a slot in here. Now it's actually assigned to up on my D-pad. So this goes on my tool belt, which is just nice. Starts making room in there so the more mainly used tools can be readily accessed and not weighing me down. Alright, so now that the crafting menu is upgraded, I can see what we need to make that awesome water still. We're going to need 3 rocks, a piece of cloth. So we're going to have to hunt down another piece of cloth. More thatching. We're going to need pond frond, which I have sitting over here, and a coconut flask, which the coconut flask also requires thatching. So we're going to need a lot of fiber sleeves. Like a lot of fiber sleeves. Ooh, big lesson to teach you right now. If you see a natural plant with a fruit on it, early game, do not pick it. Leave it there, leave it alone. Like all food in the game, it'll go bad in your pocket, so you'll either have to eat it soon or it's just going to go bad. Once you pick it off these things, they don't regrow. Fruit do not regrow. But if you wait till later in life when you actually have a place to plant it, instead of just selfishly eating it like a monster, you can plant it and start to grow these things. So leave fruit alone and just remember where they are is all I can tell you for now, for all I know. And I just keep standing around to get these tutorials. I'm gonna die because of it. Alright, what do I need? I need all those things. So I need rocks, I need that other piece of cloth. So we're gonna hunt down that piece of cloth now, because I kinda want you to know where that is. This is where it's gonna be a matter of, hey, I gave you the seed, I told you what island to use. So if you're here with me, hey yo. One of these are called shipwrecks, by the way. This island has 2 little ones. Here's the other piece of cloth. It's just kind of chilling on here. Easy to grab. Now, I got a jerry can, I got some planks, and some lashing in this box. Okay. Well, honestly, I'm going to take the lashing out, because I use that for a lot of things, and then I'm just going to pick up the whole box. Boxes only hold 3 things. Stackable things will, stack inside it, so there's that. I gotta stop sprinting. Just beating my ass up in the sun. Get some shade for a second. Ooh. I'm gonna bring this over here. And just kind of drop it there for now. That's fine. We're gonna leave the jerry can in there. And I guess the planks for now, that's fine. Don't need any of it. What I needed was that cloth. So, I'm actually going to do the thing where you pin one of these and leave it on my top menu. I need another coconut, and I'm going to need to make more thatching still. So, we'll tab on over. Don't have 4 of those yet. Oh, I got distracted by the fruit. That's what it was. I meant to go collect these things, got distracted by the fruit. So I'm looking around for baby palms. And, oh, there's a baby palm. And or any of those yucca plants that aren't regrowing currently. Pretty sure I have another one. Yeah, there it is. Thought there was one more. There it is. Give me that. Alright, so I need to make another thatching, and I need to grab a coconut. Honestly, at this point, just so you know, you are doing good. Having a campfire that you can cook on, a shelter, and the ability to drink from coconuts, you've already survived your first night. But I said surviving your first nights. So, now we're grabbing a coconut. Tab on over to... not that tab. Big tab, up top. Coconut flask. We need one of these for this recipe. So, one we made. Back to crafting, make another thatching for this recipe. 3 rocks and a pond frond. You mean that stuff? Now I should very easily be able to make the water still. And I'm going to put it right about here. Actually, do I want to just put it up on this kind of like a spot here? With a little bit of foliage? I think I do. Boom. Now, the way that thing works is actually a lot different than I thought I did on my first run through. I thought it was only for collecting rainwater. Nada. It's actually about placing plant life in it and turning that plant life into water. So it's already got one there, because, mostly because the coconut had a... I didn't drink from the coconut prior to putting it in there, so it's got a water charge for me already. Damn, it's tripping. So it's got the water still and the water still collector itself. You crowd, I don't like this. Okay, there's no water in it. You can hear it dripping. That's what it is. That's why you can't collect. And then there's the water still itself, the water still collector. So you need to crouch when you come look at this thing so it doesn't totally trip you out. If you try to go for the coconut, you're gonna have problems. So there's the top part and then the bottom part. So say I was holding yucca leaves, you can add plant life to these. So now it's full. And as the plant life goes on, it's gonna convert, I guess, the hydration within the water into, or the hydration within the plants into water. I appreciate you, bro. This one will sum up soon, so episode 2 might be a thing for you as well. Alright. So, yeah, that's a way to capitalize on this damn fibers as well that I wasn't even doing in my first run through. So, boom, on that. Now we need camping, or no we don't, we got it. Our crafting level went up. So to make this, we've got the campfire that it says we need to. We need thatching, another piece of cloth, stick, and yeah. So now we're gonna make a meat smoker. Oh, I need to cool down. So get over here in the shade. Whew. Don't want to get a sunburn. Oh shit. There we go. You actually gotta kind of move around until you're considered shaded. The sun moves, so. What I'm gonna do now is head over to that other shipwreck, though. Alright, we built up enough SPF to kind of move for a second, but not that much, to be honest. We're gonna get burned soon, so let's move. Alright, so now I got this box. Oh my Jesus, this is not what was in it last time. Okay. Well, I don't have the cloth I thought I was gonna have, but that's fine, we're still doing okay. We'll take a look around the island, see what we can find. I think there's more cloth sitting around. We just gotta take a peek. I'm not gonna lie, I think in the other run, there was a piece of cloth in one of the boxes too, which was just kind of, I guess, capitalization on a random spawn. I didn't know that. Okay, so the seed is just geography. Your boxes could be totally different, like as mine have just been. I don't want to kill you. I don't need to kill you yet. Huh. Well, like I said, at least you've got a place to do all these things. Yeah, hydration's going down pretty bad from running around. But that's fine, we've got water being made back at our little water planet. Be very careful when you're walking around, by the way. There is a creature, a big purple starfish, like a sun starfish looking thing. If you step on it, it will poison you and pretty much end your career. So it's looking like a no on that other piece of cloth. Wow. I'm gonna have to explore a bit then and find some more resources. This wasn't a problem my first time through, but that's fine. We're totally good. We can make it work. Let's open the storage on the life raft. Got a compass, some duct tape, and rations, which is what it always comes with, so I don't know what I expected to see there. Alright, so we are SOL on the extra cloth. That last run when I loaded this seed, I'm not gonna lie, I think I got a piece of cloth in both boxes. Or like a piece of cloth from the box and then like one on the ground somewhere too, so I think I got super spoiled. So that's a thing. So I'm glad I used them in the order I did, kinda. Maybe the tool belt one for the knife isn't necessary, but I absolutely recommend making the water still. The water still is just a game changer, especially if you know how to use the bottom part. What else did I use a piece of cloth on? Just the water still. Oh yeah, the tool belt, so probably shouldn't have done that. That alone makes you want to start over. Have me not use it on the tool belt. Yeah, that might be how this goes down. Well, that's episode 1. That's a good little startup. I'm probably going to recreate this again in another quick start. But I don't want to be without that smoker. So, because it's going to be very hard to move from island to island with food that's going bad. Whew. But appreciate anyone here is watching. Episode 2 might start up shortly. Catch you around.